This is my discussion 5.1 for our weekly discussion about scaffolding and support for online courses. The first method that I chose was technical resources, and I found a quote in one of the readings that we had that said students require a minimum set of skills to function within an online class course that includes how to email, browse the internet, upload files, download needed plugins or software, etc. The amount of knowledge needed for online courses is vast, and sometimes this creates roadblocks for the students when completing assignments. It would be helpful to create a resource section in the online courses in order to support the learners. These resources should be aligned to the content that is being used in the classroom to provide them with support. These resources could include videos or tutorials to the things that you are doing. So, for example, if I was creating presentations in my classroom and I was going to require my students to do a Google slide, I could create a web page support that had a YouTube video about how to make slides, and then a link to tutorials that Google provides. The second method that I have is be involved in the discussions. This is really important because then the learners that are in your classroom know who you are and that you are actively engaged in their learning. This makes them feel like it's personalized, and it makes them feel that the instructor cares. I know that from my experience with instructors that the generic that a boy kind of comments don't really resonate much with me. But when the professor or instructor comments and makes me probe even deeper into my question, it makes me learn much more. And that helps me provide feedback. That helps with the feedback that I'm getting and allows me to delve into the content even more. And that's the job as a facilitator, to help the student engage even more into the content instead of just saying, oh, that was great. Or even the students could come up with more learning that you didn't even know about, and you're learning from the students as well. My last method is proactive management strategies. This is basically trying to combat things prior to any problems arising. The instructor can ease students into the weekly content by posting introductory videos about the content and how to navigate the week's goals. This really sets them up for success. If you already have strategies for them to use during the week, it'd be good to give them in that video. Another way that the instructor can support students is by giving a weekly checklist for the students to reference in order to complete the goals for the week. This allows the student to have an idea of what is expected of them, so they're not going in blind. And another thing that I've noticed, that when a question arises that multiple students have had and they ask the professor will email the whole group to answer that question because it might resonate with everyone else. These methods really help the student feel like they're learning in the environment and the environment is supporting them. So that is my 5.1 discussion. These are my resources. Okay.